in your sign. Right, wonderful. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Wisdom Time with JD. It's such a great honor to be with you, friends, family, associates, network, all the delegates, and all our people joining always on Wisdom Time. You're all welcome back to Wisdom Time. This is 2021, and I believe that we're going to have a great time together. Welcome you all, our delegates. Please also note that we are on two different platforms tonight. We're on Facebook and we're on YouTube tonight. So please, you can share with your network, your associates, your friends. Share the link, share the platform with there. All those who are on your areas of influence, we're welcome to share with them. This is a platform whereby we teach application of knowledge properly understood. So we get knowledge and we break it down here and we put it to use. This is exactly what this platform is for. That's exactly what wisdom is all about. Let us start off by just a word of prayer. Father, we thank you tonight for such a time to sharpen each other. So tonight, Father, we open ourselves up for wisdom. And this is why we're here. So tonight, the Bible says, ask if you do not have wisdom. So we ask for wisdom tonight. Let your name be glorified. We'll not leave this place the same way we came. In Jesus' name. I welcome you tonight. And it's such a very interesting topic tonight. Keys for an outstanding life. You know, I was thinking, and I was just thinking to myself, what is it that we're going to start off this year with? And especially with, the goals, everybody's trying to do something significant. In our organization this year, our focus is, we've declared the year as a year of peace, but more also as a year of inexplicable achievement. Now, to achieve that kind of unexplainable, in an unexplainable way, then we've got to be doing something. We got to develop certain quality of attitude. And that is what we're going to be talking about today. Keys for an outstanding life. If anything, anybody should be desiring, especially when we have a fresh start like this, is, keys for an outstanding, is to live an outstanding life. And I put some notes up for my slide tonight. And my first question is to everybody today that, with a new season, with a fresh start, what are you going to do? What are you going to do with a fresh start, with a new opportunity that's open to us? We have the next 11, or can I say 11 months? We have the next 11 months. Now, 11 months, a lot of months, the first month we've used to prepare ourselves. We've used to pray. We've used to do a lot of spiritual exercise. Now we're getting to the nitty-gritty of the year itself. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to strive for excellence or still live the same way you used to live? Are you going to settle for mediocrity? Because our world is filled with mediocre lifestyle right now. It's unbelievable. And people just, are taking that as a standard. But are you going to, choose to be different? That's my two questions to you. What are you going to do with these opportunities that we have ahead of us? Are you going to strive for excellence? Are you going to settle for mediocrity? For those who will strive for excellence, journey with me tonight. I think that we're going in the same direction. 2021, this is the goal I want to, provoke in the heart of everyone. This is something I want to share with everybody that look towards this. Make a decision, number one, to settle for nothing less than an outstanding life. Make a decision. You got to first determine. Determination is very key in the journey of destiny. You got to decide that this is what I want to do. Decide that 2021, I intend to stand out. I must not be lost in the crowd. I must not be lost in the status quo. Choose not to be lost, in the crowd. Choose to stand out in the midst of many. Make it a year to stand out. Refuse to live average. Decide this year, 2021, I will not live average. I want to do something different. We need wisdom to achieve this. If we're going to do anything different, we need wisdom. And that is why today I welcome you to this platform of Wisdom Time, where we put, the nitty-gritty into the knowledge of things that we learn, we read about, we study in books, we break it down here and make it applicable to our lives. Now, Macmillan, the generous, I'm always struggling to call it, it's stunning. He said something. He said, when you've had a taste of excellence, you cannot go back to mediocrity. Listen to that. When you've had a taste of excellence, you cannot go back to mediocrity. All you need to do is taste excellence, and I'm telling you, your life will not remain the same. That's why an outstanding life is a product of an excellent spirit. An outstanding life is a product of an excellent spirit. So when we're talking about outstanding life, we're literally talking about an excellent spirit or an excellent attitude of excellence. Excellence is being able to perform in a high level over and over and over again. This is where we're going. 2021, we want to develop an attitude that makes you to be able to perform at a level that is at a higher level over and over, that you're able to repeat a high level consistently. That's where we're going. When you've tasted excellence, you cannot go back to mediocrity. Let's go to let's lay a foundation also in scriptures for what we're sharing today, because and I want you to use this as a study guide in your own free time as well. It's the book of Daniel. When you study the book of Daniel, you will see number one thing. The first thing I said is that you got to decide. Daniel determined in his heart what he was going to do, even though he was in an uncomfortable situation. It was a captive. It was, it was under a very difficult scenario. They were captives that they were taken to Babylon. However, he determined, even in his captivity, that he was going to maintain a certain standard. Now, it doesn't matter what is happening around you. Are you determined in your heart the kind of attitude or the kind of level that you want to live? Daniel chapter 6, verse 3. Now, the book of Daniel teaches us a whole lot of things. Some of the things we treat very spiritual. Daniel, number one, wasn't a pastor. He wasn't a preacher. Daniel was just a man that believed God and had a standard for God. Daniel was a true ambassador of the kingdom of God, representing the standard of heaven on earth. Now, if we all do that, I'm telling you that we will display an excellent spirit. Then this Daniel, see what he did. He distinguished himself above the governors, above the satraps, because an excellent spirit was in him. The king gave thought to setting him over the whole realm. Listen, if you choose to distinguish yourself and operate with an excellent spirit, the word spirit there simply means attitude. If you choose to cultivate an excellent attitude, let me tell you something. Life will give honor to you. It will open you to places. Excellence open you to greatness. Excellence always opens to greatness. Let me prove it to you. The book of Proverbs, 22 verse 29. He said, do you see a man who excels in his work? He will stand before kings. He will not stand before no men. Now, you see, this guy Daniel distinguished himself above governors, above satraps, because of his excellent attitude. Now, the book of wisdom says, do you see a man who excels in his work? See what happens. He will always stay or stand before great men, before kings, before people that you do not know. Your excellence will open you to opportunities that is greater, that is beyond you. And that is why I want to provoke us tonight that if we're going to do anything with this opportunity ahead of us, the opportunity of time, is cultivating the attitude for an outstanding life. Let me give you a few wisdom keys. Number one, you need an excellent spirit to be outstanding. For you to be outstanding in life, you need to cultivate the attitude of excellence. Now, you got to understand that excellence is not a gift of the spirit. Excellence is not a gift. You're not born with excellence. That's what I'm trying to say. Excellence is not a skill. Excellence is an attitude born out of the spirit. You got to cultivate it. It's an attitude that you cultivate. Excellence is internal, and it takes time and dedication. You can't cheat yourself into excellence like people cheat themselves into success. People can become successful overnight. They can cut corners. But excellence, you can't cut corners. Excellence is internal, and it takes time and dedication to becoming better with yourself continually. Now, you got to understand the 21st century demand. There's a demand in the century in the world that we have today. The world we live in is attracted to only quality and outstanding service. The world that we live in today, check it out, look around you. There's loads of things going on, but the world is only giving attention to quality and outstanding things, outstanding and quality people, outstanding and quality attitude, outstanding and quality products, outstanding and quality services. That is what the world is producing, many things, but only a few are at the top. What makes them and keeps them at the top? That's what we're talking about. The top belongs to you. And that is why I believe that we should get the wisdom that will get us to the top and keep us there. The world is in demand of outstanding products. Businesses today only thrive. Businesses thrive when quality becomes their watchword. Don't just set up a business because everybody said to me, there's a lot of business. People have said all manners of business. But businesses that will thrive, that will take hold of the future, are those which will make quality their watchword. So, in a world of many options, in a world flooded with all manners of products and services, I'm telling you, the future only belongs to those who are going to stand out in the midst of all that. That is why people are not just looking for anything, but they're looking for the best. They call loads of people to the interview and they're only going to choose one. 1,000 people apply for one job. Now, they don't want 1,000 people. They only want one. So how are you going to become that one person? 100 people, put a proposal for a project or put a presentation forward, for a multi-billion dollar project. They only want one. We have 5,000 proposals. What criteria are they going to use to choose? They're going to always go for the best. They're going to go for the outstanding. They're going to go for one that stands out in the midst of all that. How can that be you consistently? Is what we're talking about. So we need to be outstanding in our outlook. We need to be outstanding in our appearance. Even the way you show yourself, the way you showcase yourself, your mannerism, your presentation, your deliverables, your speech, your service, and your product needs to be outstanding. That's why to join those that will be at the top in 2021 will require an attitude that breeds the quality of excellence. To stand out requires these principles. Those are these principles. We want to have an understanding of these principles today. And how do we actually develop, this attitude of excellence? A friend of mine once said something. One of the very, very, very dear friends of mine was such an excellent guy as well. And he was running a training for us in our organization quite some years back. Some of the guys who might be online might remember this. And he said to me, listen, sir, he said, you cannot discriminate against excellence. Now, that quote, that one statement has stuck with me for years. He said this thing, he just said it in a passing like that. And it caught my attention. I never let go of that word. I've been saying it for years right now. He said, look, everybody might say, oh, yeah, they just treat me like that because I'm black, or because I'm this, because I'm that. Look, if you see a man excellent in his work, you see that scripture, Proverbs 22, verse 29, he said, when a man excels in his work, he will bring him before great kings. Your excellent attitude, your attitude of excellence will open doors that nothing else can shut. They might have shut the door against many, but because of the way you deliver, the door opens by default. So therefore, to live an outstanding life, you need the spirit of excellence, the attitude of excellence. And that is why striving for excellence is striving for a state of being. It's not a skill, it's a state of being. It's not just an outcome. Excellence is not just it's reaching out to your potential daily. It's reaching out to you, becoming better and better and better. It's placing a demand on your hidden strengths, on the stretch you can make that you have not made, in the height that you can go to, but you have never gone there. It's placing demand daily on your what? On your potential. That's what excellence is. Excellence is the quality of being outstanding or extremely good. You make people that they're just extremely good at what they're doing. They're attractive. You get what I'm talking about? We just want to be around them. Excellence is the quality of being outstanding. Can you imagine, people around you all being like that? Being extremely good at what. When you see people are extremely good at what you do, you just enjoy their presence. You enjoy seeing them. You enjoy being part of what they're doing. Excellence is also high quality. Living a high quality. Don't just live life ordinarily. One thing I think I began to fight against growing up is just a mundane life, just ordinary. I don't like ordinary. There's got to be some to it, something, some spice to it, some attraction to it. Why should people give it attention if there's no attraction to it? So excellence is high quality. Anything you want to do it with high quality. You want to buy something of high quality. You want to invest in something of high quality. You want to do something for somebody. You want to, advertise something. Make sure it's high quality. If you are too ashamed, of it, then don't show it to anybody. There are some things, I review something and I just call guys in our organization, take this down. I don't like this, because some products I'm just ashamed that this is not good enough to showcase. It's a superior standard. We need to know how to build superior standard even as believers. We are kings, we are royalty to maintain and keep the standard of heaven on earth. So it is superior standard. The standards of heaven are superior to the standard of the earth. And you and I were supposed to be, representative of that standard. It is distinction. It is, being distinct. My dad used to say, sometimes I'll come third position in the class, and I feel so good myself. I said, at least I was third out of, 30 people, and things like 30, 31 students. And guess what? I said, how come you're not first? My God. That just bust my bubbles. It's like, hey, seriously, I was third. But he said, that's not good enough because that's not the best. The best is first. Going for first class. Can you imagine, you're on the plane, there are about 3 different carriages, sometimes even 4 in some planes. They got the first class, they got the business class, they got the premium carriage, then they got the crowd out here. They got they got different names for it. Some call it economy. Now the economy now, I've seen another plane, they call economy delight, economy light, and economy. Now, look at where we're coming from first to business to, hey, you got to strive for the first. Now, when you get to the first, you can see the distinction between the first and the crowd. It's a major distinction between the first and the crowd. And that's the kind of goal that you must pursue in your life. It's being the very best at whatever you're doing. Being the very best. Look, life is looking for the very best. You're a product of the very best. There is no reason that we should not be the very best. So 2021, I want to challenge you to strive to being the very best in what you're doing. Sharing a song today, I said, look, strive to be the best. Study to be the best. Come, to deliver the best in your exam. There's no reason why you can't be the best. It is the quality of excelling. Excellence is what? The quality of excelling. The quality of excelling. Excellence is not just quality, but quality with an added edge. That means maximum quality. Excellence is quality, but not just ordinary quality. Maximum quality. That quality with an extra to it. This is where we want to target in 2021. Anything less than that is not acceptable standards. Can I say that again? Anything that is not of quality, maximum quality, I want you to set a goal that is not acceptable standard to you. And that means you and I will have work to do as we journey along the year 2021. Excellent people thrive where mediocres give excuses. I've seen people that all they do about life is give an excuse why they can't do this. If only I had the right equipment, if only I had, the right, look, if only I could speak English like you, if only I went to the right school, if only. Excellent people thrive where mediocres give excuses. Listen, people who don't get ahead in life are always quick to blame it on one thing or the other. They're quick to blame it on another. In fact, they keep so busy with the excuses. The excuses make them so busy rather than them working to cultivate the attitude of excellence. An excellent spirit always looks for a way around every difficulty. An excellent attitude always looking for a way around the difficulty. My friend that said, told me that you can't discriminate against excellence. He told me a story about himself. He said my mom was very, very poor, and his dad had passed away, and he wanted to go to school. So he knew that his mom could not afford it. He said, so I made up my mind. I determined myself that I will study hard. I will give myself the best that literally other people will pay for this school. So he said he began to study so hard. My God. He got scholarship all through his education, scholarship. He did about 3 different degrees before he left Africa. Came to UK, did another. So if you look at his CV goes from a range of different kind of areas. So you can see him in technology, you can see him in engineering, you can see him in training, you can see him in IT, and you can see him in accounting, and about 7 different things. So if he submits his resume, it opens him to different markets at the same time. That is the daughter of a single mother who had no money to fund himself to school, because he distinguished himself, he determined to find a way around that difficulty. Excellent attitude always pursues solution. That's what I'm trying to say. Excellent attitude makes you pursue solution. Attitude of excellence pursue solution where many are complaining and giving you excuses why they can't do it. So to achieve, you need a solution pursuit. You've got to be a man, a woman that pursues solution as a lifestyle. Average people only talk about problems. It got to a time I used to talk about, I used to really complain about situations in Africa. I used to, get so sick and mad. So it really breaks me. It upsets me. I sit down with a lot of people and we talk and talk and talk. And I got to a time I said, tired of talking. I hate talking about problems in that place. I decided I got to do something, which began to really possess me and drive my energy towards a set goal. And that is why you got to understand that excellence is internal. That's why it's an attitude that you cultivate from the inside. You set a bar for achievement and you determine if you are reaching your potential or not. So you set a bar. Everybody might be looking, everybody might give you different opinions. Why, people say all this, but you have set a bar inside of you that you want to achieve. Not that you are not comparing to what anybody is saying or what anybody is doing. That is why excellence is about maximizing your potential and pursuing quality. Can I say that again? Excellence is about maximizing your potential, maximizing your potential consistently and pursuing quality as you do it as well. Being successful does not equal to excellence. Yes, excellence might make you successful, but being successful doesn't mean that you're excellent or you have an excellent spirit, because you can be successful overnight. You can cut corners, you can cut shortcuts to become successful. A lot of things we see on the outwards, we call success, is not really in the true sense of success. How men measure success is not the same way how God measures success. What people call success is not really what we call true success. So we define a lot of things as being successful that are not successful. And that is why excellence also is not equals to success. A lot of corners can be cut. There's a lot of successful failures all around the world. There's a lot of people that have killed others in the name of them become successful. Excellence is you getting better every day. Excellence is personal. It's you getting better every day. So you see the difference between excellence and success. An outstanding spirit is manifested, in the way you do things. It's manifested in your appearance. A lot of successful people, you see them in their appearance. Oh my God, success will irritate you. You see some successful people speak, success will irritate you. An excellent spirit is from the inside. It manifests from the inside. It manifests in appearance. It manifests in your speech. It manifests in your actions. The way you do things are just outstanding. When you meet with excellence, you can tell that this is excellent. You enter into a home that is being put together with excellence, say, this is excellent. I'm doing some work lately to my home. I'm doing myself, and a friend of mine, we're just doing it together. It's taking me a long time. It's very slow, but that's because you want it to look excellent, So you take your time. It takes time and dedication. It takes time and energy. It takes a lot from you. But the result eventually will show that, wow, this is excellent. Excellence is not imposed from the outside. It's released from the inside. You see, when you see an excellent life, it's not something that you just see from the it's from your being. It manifests from who you are. You can't manifest excellence if you do not cultivate it from the inside of you. That's why to impact your world, excellence must be evident in our lives, in our mindset. And that's why you got to work on your mindset. And I will show you things that we've got to do that. We've got to work on your mindset, your actions towards things generally in life. Your words, must be very, very, you must be very careful there. Excellent people make improvements. They don't make excuses. They make improvements, improving themselves, improving on your last success, improving on the things that you did last that was a failure, improving your life. That's what excellence is all about. We need to challenge others to pursue solutions to difficulties by our own excellent attitude or action as well. So our excellent attitude challenges others to pursue solutions. Challenge your team, challenge your business, challenge your staff to pursue solutions to difficulties. And that's why when you want to develop leaders, you need to give leaders challenge. That is what develops, the leader that is actually inside of them. Now, how do you cultivate this excellent attitude or this excellent spirit, or as you develop, the spirit of excellence? We're going to look at a few principles, a few keys to develop excellence. Number one, write this down. Excellent spirit don't compete or compare with others. Never make your life a comparison to what somebody is doing, what somebody is not done, how somebody is living, how somebody is doing stuff. No, no, no. If you want to develop an excellent attitude, never compete with others, rather compete with yourself. Because you might be making mediocrity a standard and limit yourself. What you are looking at others might be a total mediocre life compared to the potential that is already inside of you, compared to the height that you can go that you've not gone, compared to the stretch you can only make that you've not made. And you now limit your life because you were only comparing and competing with another person. That's why you must refuse to settle for average. You must refuse to settle for average. What I say, you must refuse to settle for average. Average attitude is always ready to fit in. Excellent spirit always stand out. Average attitude is always ready. Let me just fit in here. Let me just find a place to fit in. No, excellent spirit stand out in the midst of many. You must confront mediocrity. Confront. Look at areas of your life and say, is this good enough? Can this fit in international standard? Can I place this, in the World Wide Web? Can this go out? You must confront your own mediocrity, or else you will never change what you accept. Can I say it again? You will never. My mentor used to say this to me a lot. Dr. Miles Monroe. He said, JD, you will never change whatever you accept. Confront your mediocrity. Don't settle with your last success, or else it will bury your potential. Now, it's good. You can celebrate your last success, but don't settle with it, or else it will bury your potential. You will think that's the best, and that's where you will always be. Number two, expand your knowledge. Expand your knowledge base. We must make it a target. We must make it a lifestyle to expand and read books. Continually learning broadens your horizon. We have a book club that we belong to. My God. I'm even trying to keep on. I'm in the book club. I have a dedication to myself. I have to read another book. I have another area that I'm studying things on in governments, in politics, and all that. I'm reading stuff on in law. I'm reading stuff in law. I think I should just get a degree in law really at this rate as I'm going. Also I'm diving into health issues and things like that. Expand, broaden your horizon. Never become complacent with your current level of knowledge. Look, you see, self-education is very powerful. The education system that we have is very screwed up, is very, very, compromised. In fact, the education system sometimes can bury your potential if care is not taken. If you don't take time to read books, read blogs, go to seminars, join online seminars, things that will spark your growth for excellence. You got to invest in that. Number three, understand your strength and weakness. This took me a long time to really understand growing up. Understand your strength and weakness. Sometimes people just hide the weakness because they don't want anybody to know that they have a weakness. Rather, you must expose your weakness, or else your weakness might limit your potential. Be aware you cannot do a lot of things. There's a lot of things you cannot do. You can't do it alone. And sometimes we need to ask for help. Know how to delegate tasks. I'm telling you, one of the most powerful tools I discovered in my life is the power of delegation. Delegating tasks to skilled people in your weak areas is a sign of excellence. Delegating, and you got to learn how to leverage on other people's gifts and talent. It makes you look excellent. It's an excellent attitude, because then you are able to build a team of people. You're able to build a people that we all depended on each other. It's a sign of excellence. Number four, make a deep commitment to excellence. A deep commitment. You will never become excellent until you decide against mediocre lifestyle. You will never become excellent until you decide against mediocre lifestyle. Be the best at whatever you're doing. 2021, I have a commitment to myself that everything I want to do this year, I'm going to do it to the best of my. As I'm doing it, I'm challenging it. That is not good. As I'm doing it, I'm challenging it. Be the best at whatever you're doing. Make a commitment to be the best, both in secret and in public. Don't be the best just in front of people. Be the best. Either people are seeing it, people are looking or not. Either people can see what you're doing. You're trying to paint your house, or you're trying to decorate your room, and you're trying to clean. Don't just leave stuff under the bed and make it dirty there while the bed is looking clean. No. Make everything excellent in and out. I'm talking to somebody here. Also, number five, develop ethics Integrity is a very, very powerful one. This is a serious one, especially when you're cultivating the attitude of excellence. An outstanding life is built on both ethics and integrity. What's your work ethics like? Your gift, I have a very, very dear friend of mine who always talks about work ethics, always talking about work ethics. Your gift, let me tell you something, will carry you to a place where your character cannot sustain you. Never take advantage of people in your work, in your business, in your relationships. Don't take advantage of, invest in people, respect people, give people regard, never violate opportunities. Don't be given an office and all you do is just violate the opportunity that you've been given. Don't take advantage of it. Yes, you have internet in your office. Don't use it only to gain advantage on WhatsApp while you're supposed to be delivering service, to your business. Have a commitment to ethics. Also, can we entrust you to represent us without any supervision? You've been given an assignment to go and represent us, far away somewhere. Can we entrust this? You've been given an assignment to go and do a deal. Would you cut the deal? Would you add a hold up to it? Would you eat us, underneath? Ethics are moral standards that are grounded in principles that govern your beliefs and conviction. Can I say that again? Ethics are moral standards grounded in principles that govern our beliefs and our convictions. And that's why ethics are mental attitudes, which is based on our faith or on our beliefs that control our behavior. Ethics, control our behavior. When you are a man committed to ethics, it will show your behavior. What you believe manifests in your behavior. What you believe, it manifests in your behavior. We need, and this is what we need, an integrity. We need an integration of what we say, what we think, what we do. We need an integration of that. We need to be one with ourselves. And so therefore, don't make promises you won't keep to the letter. Give people your word and stick to that word. Live to the expectation of that word. Make promises and fulfill the promise to the letter. Don't promise quality service and deliver substandard product. Don't promise that, we will be serving you hot meals. Then we get there and the meals are just lukewarm or even cold. Then you give us an excuse. There was no power. You must have done everything in your power to make sure that you get the power to be able to do your deliverables. Do all that is in your power to be able to deliver on your promise. Excellent. Produce trust, because people watch what you do before believing what you say. They see what you're doing, and I say, I think we've got to listen to this guy. And that's why true leaders command trust by their integrity. If you promise, fulfill what you promise. Very, very important. 6, nurture relationships. People must be valuable to you. Outstanding attitude shows genuine regard for others. Look, when you know how to nurture relationships, how to keep relationships, how to maintain, how to build relationships, how to manage relationships very well, I'm telling you, it will make you outstanding amongst people. People will talk about you in a different way. Outstanding attitude. Please value a relationship. It places much worth on others. You need to place value. I always tell people that I am as rich as relationships that I keep. I am as rich as relationships that I keep. Relate with others with respect. Value people. Don't just use people, but see them as opportunities to serve. See them as opportunities, to serve them as well. Serve your gift. People don't really care. My mentor used to tell me this. People don't really care how much you know until they know how much you care. People don't really care how much you know until they know how much you care. That is why we've got to respect and value people a lot. Excellence manifests itself in honoring relationships. It shows in how we treat people. Outstanding people. When you see people that are outstanding, that stand out, you can tell from the way they treat other people. 2021, this new and fresh start. Develop people, manage system. An organization, that's the key that we want to develop people. In our organization, we want to develop people and manage system. This year, my focus is developing people. And that's why I'd love you to please join me in all this session, these seminars that we're going to be putting together all through 2021. Another point is be ready to go the extra mile. For you to develop and cultivate the attitude of excellence, you must always be ready to do the best. You must be ready to give more than you take in life. Be ready to give to life back more than you take from it. Some people only take, don't live a life that you only take it. You must ask yourself, what am I giving back into life? Excellent attitude gives more than they take. Don't only do what you're asked to do. Go the extra mile. Yeah, your commitment in this organization is 9 to 5. That's what your contractual hours are. But let your commitment be going beyond the call of duty. An outstanding attitude goes beyond the call of duty. That means if we don't solve the problem here, we do not go anywhere. You do it for the fulfillment. You do it for the belief system that you've cultivated. Go beyond the call of duty. Don't only do what you're called to do. Some only do what they call them. That's what they told me to do. That is a mundane life. That's mediocrity on display. This is what I'm called to do. Are they paying me for this? Have you had people say that? They're not paying me for this, so why should I be doing that? That is mundane. That is mediocrity of the highest order. And that point, number 7, is consistency. Excellence is revealed in your consistency. Your consistency in your service, your consistency in your product, your consistency in your attitude, your consistency in your behavior. Can you imagine, if you had to go to McDonald's, and your Big Mac, yesterday was different from the one today, and tomorrow the taste is different, and next tomorrow something's missing. You're thinking something tastes funny in this. Have you gone to those places and seen the consistency? Big Mac is always a Big Mac, tastes the same all the time. Now that is excellence. That is excellent product. They've mastered the product so much and they produce it consistently. Where there's inconsistency, my God, there's nothing to write home about. We don't know what to expect if you're not consistent. Anyone that does not have a consistent life, we don't know what to expect. You might go crazy today, you might be angry tomorrow, you might, lose your mind today, you might be happy now. That is inconsistency. You must get to the place you cultivate a spirit in you that you are consistent. In the good, the bad, and the ugly, you're still the same thing. Whatever happens, we still got our daddy. He's still, and he's always still going to smile. He's still going to love us the same. He might be broke. He might not have anything today, but he's still the same daddy. We must know what to expect. That he's not going to kick the bucket, kick the cat, kick the dog down. We when we're growing up, when our parents were coming, we used to just disappear. Everybody just disappeared into thin air because we don't know what is going to happen. Now, you don't want anything like that. We don't want to live like that. Excellent spirit sets high standards for themselves that he aims at. Average attitude does good for a moment. It just does good sometimes. Sometimes it's just like it just falls into it. But excellence makes it a lifestyle. You need to cultivate a lifestyle of excellence that is consistent. Consistency also makes you influential. Because when you're consistent, I'm telling you, you influence people. People submit their authority, their resources, their time, their attention to you. It makes you influential in the midst of many people. They say that guy is very consistent. Let's go with him. So they say it's similar. You become exemplary, and people look up to you. Where there's consistency, your consistency also makes others consistent. You say, look, when it says 10, it means 10. If it says 9, it means 9. So I better quickly let's get there. And because they know you're consistent, it places a demand on others to be consistent as well. You want to be around people, you want people around you also to be consistent because you are consistent. If you are consistent, the people around you, they'll be consistent. If you're inconsistent, they will say, it will not be there. This meeting will not start on time. The meeting will not finish on time. They will still be there. So people are not consistent. 2021, we've got to be consistent in our service, in our deliveries. Now, some of our meetings now, we've reduced the time to a certain time. So 1.5 hours, we're doing our meeting. Bam, we're done, we're gone. Consistency. And that way, people also you're able to, you show regard for the time of people. You give value, you honor people's time, also by your consistency. Another point to develop cultivate our spirit of excellence is never stop improving. A person of excellence might be impressed, with their service, with their last success, but they're never satisfied. Never satisfied. I think for years I could not understand this because it was like, people thought I was just crazy because once we finish something, then we plan the next thing. Come on, let's go. We're going, and that's why leaders get bored too quickly. The leadership spirit does not get bored. Once you do something, you finish it, your spirit is already planning another one, because you're actively coming up with ideas. A person with excellence, they get impressed with their last success, but they never satisfied. Excellence looks for ways to do better. Look for ways to do the same thing better. Excellence spirit is always innovating. It's the gradual result of striving to be better. Excellent attitude is the gradual result of striving to be better. This is what delivers an excellent attitude. Learn more, because the more you know, the less you're confused about life, really. The more you know about life, the less you're confused. The people are confused about life because they are not improving their knowledge about life, about situations, about things. The more you know about the things that you knew, yesterday, can you see that today now you're not so worried about it because you know more about it? There's some things that I used to be so fearful about certain things, growing up, as a young man. Then later I grew to know that no, there's no fear. I shouldn't be afraid of it. There's some things I used to be very fearful about. Something's going to happen. And now I just nothing really happens. Just continue to work and have a dedicated heart. Believe. To him that believeth, all things are possible. To him that believes, it's a principle. To him that believes, cultivate it. For the Lord is able to do exceedingly abundantly above that which you can think or imagine. Once you can imagine it, it's done. Once it can come into your spirit, it is too late for you to say it cannot be done. Take responsibility for your growth. Take responsibility for your growth. Once you take responsibility for growth, you're going to deliver. Also, get ready to take risk. Now, 2021 is going to be a year that you need this to cultivate this attitude. Get ready to take risk 2021. If you never take any risk, you never experience excellence. I'm telling you. Now people might say, risk? Yes. To take risk is to venture out of the ordinary. Some people only just go for the one that is available. There is more than that which is available. If you dig deeper, if you jump to the other side, I don't know what's on the other side. Well, take a risk, jump to the other side. That is why it's on the other side. They want to keep you away from it. Venture out of the ordinary. It is going after what is inside of you. There's some things that you can see in your spirit. You can see some things coming into your view. That's what is called vision, optical. There's some things coming into your view, but you see them, they're too big. This is beyond me. Yes, of course, take the risk. Take a step of faith. A step of faith is a step of risk. Faith, people call it faith, and in the marketplace, they call it risk. Big multinationals are that take calculated risk. Yes, some people call it calculated. Of course, risk has to be calculated. You got to calculate it. You watch it and think, if I do this, what will I lose? Yeah, okay, that's all I'm going to do. And take a risk. Go after that dream that is inside of you. It might look too big. It might look impossible. Everybody might say it cannot be done. But there's something inside of you that's telling you that if you do this, it will go. It is the same possibility where everyone sees fear. Everybody's afraid, but do you see the possibility in it? It is the same possibility in the midst of crisis. In the midst of crisis, many people are talking about the crisis. They complain about the crisis. They're fearful about the crisis. But some people are making opportunity of the crisis. Taking risk is the same possibility in impossible situation. You make impossible possible. If you can break through it, then you know that you're going to stand out, because it's the place that no one dare ventures to go in. When you venture into a place that people don't venture into, it makes you stand out. If you're in the midst of the crowd, everybody doing the same thing, you can't stand out because everybody is doing the same thing. Excellence don't take the safest route. Excellence doesn't take the safest route. That is what average people do. Average people always go the safest route. They go the safest route. They go the safest investment. But I'm telling you, to stand out with something big that will blow up, boom, you will need to take some risk. To get what you want in life, you have to go for what you want. To get what you want needs you going after what you want. Nothing significant, listen, happens when you are satisfied with the status quo. Nothing significant happens when you settle for the status quo. So to be outstanding, this is the conclusion of the matter tonight, friends, delegates. To be outstanding, there's a price to pay. You need to go beyond the call of duty. And this Daniel distinguished himself above the governors, the satraps. Those are the wise people of Babylon. But Daniel was a captive. Daniel was in exile. Distinguished himself beyond all those wise men, all those people who are controlling time, by displaying an excellent attitude, excellent spirit, that the king himself took notice of him. Your excellent attitude will make life take notice of you. You don't need for you to be advertising yourself Excellence will advertise you. You don't need to beg people. Excellence will speak. Your excellence will speak for you and say, who did this? It is good. This is very good. It is being extremely good at what you do. Excellence is being extremely good at what you do. Can you become like that? Can you go on a journey of becoming extremely good at what you do? I'm telling you, it will bring you. Can you see a man that's excellent in his work? He said, it will bring him before great men. It will bring him before kings. They keep on talking about things. That means excellence will always bring you before royalty. Excellence brings you before royalty, brings you before great and mighty. Excellent people don't work for people, but they work for fulfillment. They don't just say, I'm just doing this work for this man. No, they work for fulfillment. They work for their own pride. So when people, I see people walking around me, no, I don't see them as working for me. I might have opened the opportunity for them, and that opportunity is for them to showcase the excellent spirit that is in them. That's kind of leadership leadership community that we got to cultivate. Cultivate, a community of leaders that work for pride, work for their own fulfillment, not working because there is being lord over them. And that is why mediocrity is a personal trait and excellence is a choice that you make. Excellence is a choice that you must make as we go along this year, 2021. Be the best at all times, because you only have just once to make a lasting impression. Be the best all the time. They came to your desk. I was teaching at a 6-star, 7-star hotel in Arusha, Tanzania. Fantastic hotel. I said, look, you've got to make a lasting impression. The first impression must be a lasting impression. The guest comes, you've got to make. The moment I finished that training with them, the next time I went there, my God, they even made an impression on me as well. I got there, I said, Mr. Modern, my God, you're welcome back to Arusha. Please have your seat. We have your booking all set, but please have a seat. They brought me a glass of cold juice, and it's a very hot country. A glass of cold juice with mixer. I sat there, I was guzzling the drink. It was nice, and I wasn't worried about me rushing to. They had other people stand there. They didn't want to kill. They just want you to relax and just look at the view. They've already changed the way they operate there. Fantastic. I said, this is excellent service. He said, sir, you taught us that. And I was impressed. Be the best at all times, because you only have once to make a lasting impression. Let people come into your home, and make an impression. Let people come into your presence and make an impression. Don't tell me, that you're selling cars and you're not driving one. You want to sell me a Bentley? I don't see inside a Bentley. You can't tell me about a Bentley because you don't know what it's like. You've got to be driving it. Then you can market it to me as well. Your appearance also is a platform for your presentation. Your appearance is a platform for your presentation. Study hard, study wide. Become what you study. You only become what you study. If you study nothing, you become nothing. You become what you study. That's why quality is never an accident. It's a deliberate choice. Quality, you deliberately deliver quality. Excellence is a competition with yourself. You always competing with yourself. You're always striving to be better, always better than the last deliverable, better than what you did. What you did in year 2020 is not what you're doing in 2020. 2021, you're doing more. You're doing more. 2019, you were not doing this much. 2020, you've already expanded. 2021, you're already doing more. Sometimes you got to really, evaluate. Where was I 2018? Where was I 2017? What was I doing there? 2019, what have I added to what I'm doing? 2020, did I add any more value to what I'm doing? Forget about, sometimes people always value things by the amount of money they have in their pocket. No, that is not the value. You got to look at value. You got to look at what you've invested in and how far it has taken you. Challenge that again. So expand your territory, expand your client base, expand your reach. Expand your reach in everything that you do. Celebrate your individuality as well. Don't sell it out. Don't try and become another person. Don't be a copy of another's mediocrity. Don't copy another and learn from others and use it to develop your own self. Excellence, listen to this. This conclusion of the matter. Excellence is a spirit that produces an attitude. And this attitude results in a way of thinking that manifests in a way of life. Can I say that again? Excellence is a spirit, is an attitude. that produces an attitude, a spirit that produces an attitude that results in a way of thinking that manifests in a way of life. It starts from the inside of you. It starts from the things that you put into your mind, that you cultivate to become your belief system, that now begins to manifest in your response to life, and it begins to affect your behavior. That is what excellence is about. So, people, I want to encourage you. We have a fresh start. This is a new year. This is a new opportunity of life. Review everything that you do. Everything. Your way of life, household, your home, your business, your career, your relationships, the people around you, the people in your life, the things that you're set to do. And be the very best in all that you do. Be the absolute best in all that you do. Become more. Challenge what you do. Review what you don't wait for anybody, to challenge you and say this thing that you're doing. No, already challenge your own work and say this is not the best I can be. This is not the best I can be. This is not the best that can make this better. Place a demand on your potential. Your potential is potent ability. It's untapped strength. It's hidden strength. It's a stretch you can make that you have not. It's the height you can go, but you have not gone there. It's the things that you can do, but you have not yet done it. And Scripture says, "I can do all things with the ability of Christ." That means whatever you choose to do, you can do. You can get better daily. Excellence is striving to becoming better daily. It's different from being successful. Success is an outcome, But excellence is beyond that. Excellence is more rewarding. Excellence is more rewarding than success, because excellence is you. It's you becoming better. And the better you become, the more successful you can be in any area of life. Do not aim for success in life. Do not aim to be the first in life. Always aim for excellence, and excellence will shoot you to the place that you're supposed to be. I submit to you, 2021, set a goal, set a target to becoming the best version of you. Your world is waiting for the best version of you. And I'm telling you, better days, the better version of you is still waiting to be manifested. Just like Scripture says, the whole earth is awaiting the manifestations of the sons of God. Today, it's such a great pleasure and great honor to be able to serve all our delegates, all our friends and network today on Wisdom Time with JD. I hope you've been blessed by this broadcast today. And if you do have any questions in any way at all, feel free. You can actually connect with us on our social media platform, on Facebook, on YouTube. You can send a request there. You can send a comment there, and we'll surely attend to it as well. So any of those platforms, you can send us, communicate. You can send us a text on it. You can send us, all your thoughts are. Also, you can visit our website as well, church website, which is I think it's cminorthampton.org, cminorthampton.org. Visit our website, and you also you can watch this webinar again as well on our social media platform. You can go to YouTube and watch it again over and over and over. You can download it, I believe, as well. I believe you can play this to your team. You can play this to your network. You can use it to teach others as well. No one own any hold on the knowledge that we share. Everything that you teach, you learn from someone. My mentor used to tell me that, I say everything that you know, you learned it from someone. So feel free to give it and teach others freely. One thing I used to tell people that everything I learn it because of the people I'm going to be speaking to. So every time I'm speaking to people as well, I'm speaking to everyone that they will be speaking to as well. So take advantage of this product that we're giving you today. I know that your life will not remain the same. Today, we're bringing our broadcast to an end today. It's Wisdom Time with JD. It's such a great honor to serve you today. Please join us again next week, same time. Wisdom Time with JD. Every Wednesday, we'll be coming, to your home, to wherever you are, and join with us. Get your network, get your children, get your family together, and say, it's Wisdom Time with JD. Come on, let us go listen to Wisdom Time with JD, and you will surely be blessed. It's been such a great honor serving you today. I look forward to being with you again next week, same time, 7:30 to 8:30. United Kingdom time. In Africa, some people are joining us from Africa. It's 8:30 to 9:30 over there. Thank you so much for staying up late for us. God bless you and good night. I'll see you next week. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.